The third rail, right. Let us go here. Yeah, this is where we were supposed to be going, wasn't it? The memory den. Right, there we go. Should...
Well,
okay, you...
Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Do not want to know. Huh? You got late. You got TV? We're going downstairs. We're going downstairs. We're going downstairs. With a purposeful walk.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take
And then a
it
bit of a
this
sprint.
isn't a social call.
Oh, we need your help, Doc. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg, but he's dead. That one. Yep.
We need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg. But he's dead.
I know it's asking for a miracle, Amari, but you've pulled off the impossible before.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Technically the corpse was defiled already. Some expert you are. Isn't there a way to make this work?
Isn't there some way to make this work?
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Bits of it.
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Nick's an older model synth. Is he compatible? So the brain is still good.
Nick's an older model synth. Is he compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, it should hook right in. But even if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. Let's do it.
Good man. Machine. We should try plugging you into a toaster next. Fresh. It's a little childish, isn't it? Yeah, yes, I appreciate this.
I appreciate
well done.
this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son.
I will remember that.
Let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here.
Is that likely?
I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
I'm using him as a VR machine, basically. Okay, I'm not,
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Can I just... You've collected an issue of rock. Includes Ragnar the Barbarian Holotech tape. Can I take that? I'm collecting.
Side.
Sit in the memory lounge. That was okay, wasn't it? That was okay, I'm gonna... Oh, is this gonna be... Okay. Okay. This is beyond weird. Next, I'm not even sat in it. Dark.
Initiating brainwave migration between the
I
transplant
got my
and the
butt
host.
on the floor here. And
Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
Whoa.
There.
Oi.
This is the earliest intact memory.
Can I fall off?
find.
I'll tell you what, let's not. Okay. Oh, that looks a little, you know, like that's going where it should not
Remember,
go.
you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
Yeah, it's kinda creepy. Oh yeah. Very much so. And those spiky things whizzing past my groin. Oi, 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 oi.
Turn down the goddamn radio!
Whoa!
Trying to sleep!
Thank you, Souvenir. You want me to upgrade my system? I'm promising. I am actually trying, you know. It's just not easy here in Norway. Dad access memory.
Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
What a joke.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then.
What's it mean, Mom?
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad.
Nice
It
pajamas.
doesn't matter now, though.
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
I want to read.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
People always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse. I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio, all useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for.
Right.
There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence.
So that's the gun
Try that one.
that I am now carrying. Okay. This is kind of freaky, guys. This is the resub Wolfclaw. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. All right, all right, all right.
It's gonna be fine. You'll see. The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like.
But we don't know anybody here.
San Francisco?
Now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know, but that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
Mary.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Green Phoenix.
No, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
Is something bugged?
We are. You'll see. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. That's okay. I got her. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
It's oh god. It is kind of intense in VR, this, but like especially the graphics is really weird. The large things off in the distance. It's all kind of trippy. Like, I mean, it is trippy normally, but in VR it's just well, it's trippy in VR, you know. Okay.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Yeah. So we're getting the life story, but we're not getting the important bits. Like, where is the Institute? Okay.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. I just took it as part of the job. A little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another.
So,
There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it.
I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me. I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
Oh, we'll pay you.
That's horrible.
And you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Okay, I know it's a memory, but there's stuff in there. Yeah. You know, I mean, it's past stuff, but it was there. It's kind of funny, isn't it, that somehow he managed to remember.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I can see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate. Impressive.
He's
We may
still
have
got the
something to talk about
cigarette.
after all.
Getting warmer.
He's got a cigarette holder on his revolver.
We're
Oh,
running out of brain here.
I didn't click on any of the...
Ah, there's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
I didn't click on any of the memories. I might have missed something. I was too busy focusing on the fact that for some reason his revolver has a cigarette holder. Okay. New sub, Power Fantasy.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. I didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a
same one.
dirty, contaminated... I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. I guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
Vault computers are still working.
If you stay in the memory... Okay,
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them.
I missed that. If you stay in the memory for a bit,
we
it
had
starts
our
again.
orders.
Oh, really? Oh, thanks, Evan.
Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too.
So this all...
If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long.
So this is what went through his brain the last few seconds, probably.
Down the hall.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of, her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but, still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive.
Near the end.
Do we have to watch this whole thing again?
I found another intact memory.
This is the
Whenever you're ready.
Here.
Open it.
Yeah, I don't think I need to see that.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
It's weird. I'm trying to figure out who he's talking
Wasn't
about.
my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects.
So he's talking about the old
here
man.
We were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary.
She said it was a
It'd
recent
be back
memory.
to normal business before too long.
I'm not saying she's right, but...
So this... Okay, stepping outside now. This kid is not actually Sean. It's one of the little clones, because this is a recent memory. And he's talking about the old man.
One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
That was that terrible DJ, so it is a recent memory.
Some heads are gonna roll for this.
It is a recent memory.
Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
Yeah, he said we didn't refreeze them. Maybe they just freezed one. I was the backup. They didn't refreeze everyone else.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense.
But this is a recent memory because of the
Nobody's found
radio,
the entrance to the
definitely.
Institute, because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
The old man said don't refreeze them. Ooh. Oh, I'm going to pull it out. Yeah, no, you might be right. That might actually be. The old man said don't refreeze them. So the old man... unless they'd already taken... Oh no, I'm going the wrong way, going the wrong way. How the hell do I get out of here again? How do I get out of there? Yeah, no, that actually... I'm trying to think of how that could be the case. It could be...
I'm not saying she's right, but... Mayor...
Oh, I've got to watch the TV. Oh, yeah.
I probably shouldn't have even,
Kellogg.
said it.
It's okay.
Unless the baby they took that I remember was actually a synth baby, and it's all a lure, because he did seem to suggest
No movements, okay?
he suggested
I don't know what
that
kind of side effects
he
this
was
procedure
with the
might have
small
had.
Sean
No
as
one's
a
ever
bait.
done this
Maybe
before. How do you feel?
maybe they'd already taken. Maybe they'd already taken baby Sean. He'd grown up to be an old man. Then they put a synth baby. Came back, staged the whole thing, shoot the mother. I see it. I go out looking for this, and then they have another. I mean, it could just be like it's been totally planned.
time.
Okay, yeah, whatever. But that would mean the old man ordered his own mother to be shot. Okay, I'm okay. I'm fine.
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes. Their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil, we need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
Apparently I'm going there. If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there.
Yeah, got that covered.
It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck, and be safe.